Welcome back. When Sarah Lambert was born and first put on the hospital scales, she weighed, after she'd come out from mum, she weighed only 3 pounds. 3 pounds. Pretty hard to imagine. Have a look at this. This was fitted around Sarah's wrist just after she was born. I can barely get it on my small finger, and I don't have very big hands. But that was around her wrist. She's been called the miracle baby, and 18 months later, her mum, Jenny, is understandably exceptionally proud of her. Would you please welcome Jenny and Sarah Lambert. Thank you, Jen. It is, we look at it now, I mean, there hasn't been a huge growth in the 18 months, has there?
I think she's quite big to me.
She's quite big to you, is she? And how much does she weigh now?
She's 13 pounds, but just not growing too well.
All right, for 13 pounds, I mean, that's the size of a big baby is about 11 pounds. It's not a really big baby, so she's just born, freshly born. All right, well, let's talk. I mean, it's hard to know where to start. Parents who have children who have a cold or have something wrong with them must have to think every time about stories like yours. Let's go through it. When she was born, what did you discover had happened to her?
Well, Sarah had to be born 8 weeks early because she was dying inside me, so I had her by cesarean. And they wasn't expecting her to come through the cesarean. Then they came and told me that the baby had 24 hours to live, so you better come and see her. And she just kept going. And when she was a week old, the cardiologist came around and said that she had to be rushed straight over to the Royal Children's to have some cardiac surgery. And he didn't expect her to pull through that. But she did, and then she had another cardiac surgery and quite a few after that.
There was a hole in the heart?
There was a hole in the heart, then she wasn't getting blood circulating below her waist. She was the smallest baby they've done heart surgery on before. I've been told she's one of 5 in Australia, the smallest.
Well, you can imagine how small she must have been if that was fitting around her wrist at the time, can't you? Damaged lungs?
Very damaged lungs. She had to be on a ventilator for 4 months of life, which didn't help. Another 4 months on oxygen.
She's going to play with the microphone. They always put it. Okay, so you've got...
She might be told off.
Oh, I didn't tell her off. I didn't tell you off, darling. Oh, sorry, I didn't think. No, I'm offside. And then, so you've got the hole in the heart, the damaged lungs, and then the kidneys pack it up.
Well, she got so sick being so tiny, having all the heart surgery, that her kidneys just shut down. And then things just got worse from there.
How can they get worse from there? I can't imagine.
Oh, they did. The doctors called me in and they'd done an ultrasound on the kidneys and they said that both her kidneys were dead. And the only thing now was to stop treatment. And I sort of wasn't sure what they meant. And they said we'd have to switch off her machines, we'd give her a large dose of morphine and let her pass away peacefully. If you come in the next day with your husband, we will do so. And all the doctors agreed apart from one. And he said, oh no, you can't give up that easy on Sarah. She's kept on battling. I won't give in. We'll do one more test. And the doctors still disagreed with him. He got his way in the end. They did a kidney biopsy. And the next day we went in, we were waiting for these test results, but they were all so pessimistic. They had the screens drawn around us. And they said to me and my husband, would you like to hold your baby now that she's alive or after she's passed away?
How old was this, Jen?
4 months old.
Oh, what?
So, I wasn't really sure.
But with all this advice the doctors have been giving you and your husband must have had to brace yourself to the fact that she probably wouldn't survive. So you'd lived that life and death 100 times, I imagine.
Oh, we've been called to her bed so many times, not expecting her to live. This time they were so adamant about her kidneys, never working again, that I was told to make funeral arrangements, and I did. I had everything planned before, which was a hard thing to do, but I thought I'd cope easier with it.
Did you support the one doctor who was saying, let's give one more test, or had you at that stage thought, well, I'll take the general advice?
I don't know.
No.
There's just so much going on and I just wanted her to keep going, but you get to a stage where you don't want your baby to suffer anymore. But the thing that really hit me hard was when we did come in and see Sarah that day with the screens drawn around, and I held and she opened her eyes for the first time ever, and I thought, oh God, I'm failing her as a mother. And I just sat and I really prayed so hard. And then he came back and said, we'll give her that chance. There's a slight 1 in a million chance that her kidneys will start working.
1 in a million?
And they did 8 weeks later, which was amazing.
Well, nothing, no chemicals, no drugs or anything, just if they started working?
Yeah,
basically.
She was on dialysis, the longest baby ever again. So they started working and we were just utterly amazed.
And how is she now? And I mean, I asked you earlier, obviously in a studio with all these lights and all these people and so on, it's an uncomfortable situation, but is she a happy baby?
She's a hysterical baby. She's into everything.
A hysterical baby, is she?
She's just so fun, loving. All the nurses love her. And well, she's adjusting well. She's good considering I have to tube feed her.
You have to tube feed her?
She's
even
got
now?
a tube in her stomach.
Right.
Goes directly in. I'll show you. We can find it somewhere. She'll see when you feed her in public. I fed her Ribena through her mouth and it all came back through a tube. People thought it was blood.
Oh, did it? So this is, she has to, all the feeds have to be through the tube. And that goes straight...
That's why we're trying to get her to grow so she's big enough for a transplant.
And that
kidney
goes...
transplant. Just a big syringe and you just plunge it in.
Straight to the tummy from there. Now, what does she think? Does she try and play with that? Does she, have you got to wrap it up?
I did it. I had to tape it to her stomach at first, but she's adjusted.
Yes.
But I pulled it out once the mistake got caught.
I'm afraid you can have it. I'm not going to say anything to her again. You can have it, darling. It's all yours. Don't you worry. Now, on top of all that, you were in fact out here as you're English born, and you were out here at the time when she was delivered, and you then ran into trouble with bureaucracy and red tape.
Oh, definitely.
Just what you need. Just what you needed, Jen.
Oh, just with immigration as well. They said as soon as Sarah was fit to fly, which was for a long time, that she'd have to leave the country. But I was advised by doctors in England and specialists at the Royal Children, the facilities just wasn't available in England. And Melbourne had a unique facility for renal transplants for young children.
So you wanted to stay here, obviously, and be naturalised and have her live here with you?
I just wanted the best for Sarah. I was so worried about taking her back. I mean, I really believed that she'd die, having to wait for a kidney in England. The availability was just far greater here. So we fought with immigration and...
How long was that battle?
Well, it's just finishing now. I've just handed my passports in to finally get stamped. But it took a lot of media coverage, you know, to get the results needed. But we battled on, we've got there.
You've got there and she's fine. Now what's the next step? You simply just have to keep feeding her and hoping that she grows.
That's right, just need her big enough to have a transplant.
How old is she? How big does she have to be for the transplant, Jen?
Well, as she grows older, her kidney function will drop. So it's a bit of a vicious circle.
Right.
So we don't know, but we reckon on to the age of 5. She's very touchy today.
She is very touchy. Does she want to take the microphone with her? She could have. Well, is she talking? Is she?
No, she's quite behind on her development.
Right.
She's just a character in herself.
Yes.
She's an inspiration for others, I think.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And thank goodness for the one doctor who pushed on that further test and the prayers.
Yeah, I'd like to say thanks to everyone. There was a Brian Olivier from Bayswater Boxing Club, and he had a fundraising match to help with medical expenses for us, and that was a great help. I'd just like to thank everyone else, especially Bobby, who's helped us through all the way, and everyone else that knows me up there, especially the Royal Children's staff, just keep going on and persevering with Sarah.
They're marvellous, aren't they? They're marvellous.
It's wonderful.
I mean, is there anything else she needs at this stage, or it's just a matter of love and care?
Just love and care, plenty of that.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
I think she wants to drink.
She'll probably put that in her mouth. Can she drink?
Well, sort of. Just go everywhere. Want some?
No. Good move. Jenny, thank you and congratulations. It is inspirational. It's quite
Lovely.
marvellous.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much indeed. We probably won't clap. Let's not upset her.
Oh, she's okay. She's
All right, let's clap. Thank you very much indeed. And after break, the James Bond of Collingwood, media megastar Lou Richards. He's next.
A 9